Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. We're gonna do something new today, talking about overstayed games. Games that have been going on for many years and sadly are still going on, and either their games have been lazy or they're just constantly pushing out more and more games that has just been overwhelming. They're gonna talk about 10 overstayed games in the gaming business. And I want to go over number 10, which I truly believe is Five Nights at Freddy's. This game has been going on for many years, and it was a really big sensation when it first came out, and they just keep pushing new games and just released a new game recently, and it's honestly crazy how far and how big this game has gotten. And to me, I truly think they've just been overstaying their welcome. They've been pushing out a lot of games. Some of the games to me feel a little lazy, or they're just constantly putting out games to create some sort of storyline and so some sort of lore that they didn't put together in the previous games. And that to me is number 10. And of course, these are all my opinion, so take it with a grain of salt. You can all let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, what your top 10 or even some games you might think overstayed their welcome. But for number 9, I think is Sonic. The reason why I think it's Sonic, because they constantly have pushed out so many games, and most of these games haven't been really that good. For this year, they're releasing Sonic Racing Cross Worlds and Sonic Rumble. Last year they had Sonic X Shadow Generations. The year before that they had 3 games. The year before that they had 4 games, and the year before that was 1 game, and then so on. They have released so many Sonic games almost every year, and multiple games every year, that most of these games just feel like they're just a cash grab. And it's honestly crazy. I am a big Sonic fan. I love Sonic. I've always loved Sonic growing up, but to me, I feel like they just really overstayed their welcome, and they should really spend more time even making these games, because pushing out 2 to 4 games a year is crazy, and I think that's a little bit too much. That's why some of these games are just really bad, and they really truly overstayed their welcome. I think they should take some time and put out a really good game. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put Sonic at number 9. And as for number 8, I'm gonna have to put NBA 2K series. Since 1999, NBA 2K has been putting out a lot of games every year, and I truly think it's overstayed its welcome. Some games are just a lot of repeats, and I heard a lot of people complaining that there's not much change going on. And yeah, I truly do think NBA 2K overstayed its welcome. Again, I know a lot of people might think that's different, or they don't agree with that, but I've seen so many NBA 2Ks. Every year there's a new one, and I see people complaining about the same things over and over again, and that's been going on for 26 years. So that is a game I truly think has overstayed its welcome. And yeah, now for number 7 is The Last of Us. The reason why I said The Last of Us, even though there's been only 2 games, they have milked these games for so long. They have done The Last of Us Part 2, Last of Us Remastered, Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, and then Last of Us Part 1 and Part 2 game bundle. How many times are you gonna milk The Last of Us? I truly think it's overstayed its welcome. I know a lot of fans out there love The Last of Us, especially with the TV series from HBO making it bigger, but I truly think it overstayed its welcome. They need to stop with The Last of Us. Unless you're giving us a part 3 and finally continuing the story, stop with The Last of Us. It has overstayed its welcome, and it should not be coming out with more remasters or bundles or anything like that. Leave the game alone. And that's where I'm gonna put for number 7. And for number 6 is Pac-Man. I love Pac-Man. I know a lot of people love Pac-Man, but I truly think Pac-Man has overstayed its welcome. They have pushed out a lot of games that haven't been really that good lately. I know I loved playing Pac-Man back on the PlayStation 2, and I love playing the arcade game, but I truly think its overstayed its welcome. Has been released back in 1980. And of course, they had their Pac-Man World Repack in 2022. And of course, another game coming out later this year. And then there's so much going on with the Pac-Man world. I truly think that it's overstayed its welcome. It's been around for at least, I want to say 46 years, and that's a lot of Pac-Man games, but that's a game I think has overstayed its welcome. I know a lot of people might disagree with me on that, but I think they just really need to like give it some time, give it a rest, and then maybe come back to it years later. But they have really been pushing out a lot, and they don't know what to do. They're either going from a 3D platformer to a 2D to the OG way. Pac-Man, I think, just needs to be left alone for now. And that's what I'm putting for my number 6. And for number 5 will be Assassin's Creed. This game franchise truly overstayed its welcome. Their last few Assassin's Creed have not done really well. And I know a lot of fans out there love Assassin's Creed, but Ubisoft has really been lazy with their games, pushing out for a lot of paid DLCs or paid cosmetics. The game isn't that good, and a lot of times they release games with tons of bugs in them. Ubisoft has really been destroying themselves as a company as well, and Assassin's Creed is one of those games that I truly feel like it's lost its core. And yeah, I really do think Assassin's Creed should really stop and just give it a rest, and that has definitely overstayed its welcome. And that's what I'm putting for number 5. And as for number 4, the game will be Madden NFL. The reason why has been this game has been pushing out so much, and EA has truly destroyed it. And they have been over 40 unique titles in the Madden NFL universe and franchise. The series began as John Madden Football in 1990. It has changed to Madden NFL back in 1993. So I truly do think this is just a long-running franchise that overstayed its welcome. A lot of things have not been changed about it, and I think it's just more of a cash grab for EA. And a lot of things have been going wrong with EA Sports for a very long time. And to me, I've always seen Madden NFL as a long-running cash grab for EA just to make more money. And they're coming out with another one coming out for Madden NFL 26. This just needs to stop. This really needs to stop. And there's not much changes going on. I hear there's a lot of bugs going on with the game, and there's just too much going on with this game. I truly do think they need to stop with Madden NFL or give it a rest. Try and do something else. Try to focus on some spin-offs. Leave Madden NFL alone. But that's what I'm putting for this list. And for number 3 is FIFA. This game has been going on for so many years, and it's another game under EA's belt. FIFA used to be a really good, entertaining game, but has worsened since FIFA 9 when they introduced Ultimate Teams. I know that really pissed off a lot of people, and now, especially EA, making it a gambling trap by having to buy packs to get certain characters, certain people, and a lot of the graphics has been stagnant over the years. It hasn't been really that good, and I feel like they haven't put so much effort into FIFA how they used to when it first came out, and FIFA has just been a big decline ever since, and not really put that much focus, knowing that they're going to make so much money on this game that they don't have to care. That's why I'm putting FIFA at number 3, and it's a game that I truly believe has overstayed its welcome. And as for number 2 is Need for Speed. This is another EA game, so that's 3 EA games back to back. I think Need for Speed has truly overstayed its welcome. A lot of the games that they have pushed out wasn't that good, and they even tried to make a movie about it wasn't really that good. But I truly love Need for Speed, especially playing Hot Pursuit 2 on a PlayStation 2. That was one of my most favorite Need for Speed games of all time. And then, of course, they just truly destroyed the game. They have released so many games in so many years. Since Hot Pursuit 2, they have released games almost every year, with games even releasing 2 times a year, which I think they just haven't put that much effort into Need for Speed, and there's been a lot of bugs as usual when it comes from EA Sports, and they need to give it a rest. The last game that they did release was Need for Speed Unbound in 2022, so they did give it some time to give it a rest, but I truly think that it's a game that has overstayed its welcome. They have been pushing out Need for Speed since 1994, and it's been going on a running series for many years. And Need for Speed, yeah, it's just another one of those EA games that has really overstayed and needs to stay how it is and give it some rest. And that's what I'm going to put for number 2. As the number 1 game is going to be Call of Duty. I know a lot of people will agree with me. Call of Duty has way overstayed their welcome with pushing games almost every year, and games released with so many bugs, with graphics declining and storylines that don't make any sense. With them just revealing Call of Duty Black Ops 7, a lot of people were pissed off and even was considering going to Battlefield again, seeing how different the games are. I actually think that Treyarch, Raven Software, Activision has been pushing Call of Duty way too much that it's killing the franchise. Black Ops 7 does not look good. The story looks so confusing. The graphics looks weird, and they keep changing the storyline. They keep going back, changing the storyline, saying that this is now the storyline, this is how it's gonna be like, and it's pissing off a lot of fans. And Call of Duty is not how it used to be back when World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3, and so on. Those were really the peak times of Call of Duty, and I truly think in recent times, when it came from Ghost all the way to the Modern Warfare Remastered, Black Ops 6, Black Ops 7, Black Ops 4, all those games truly destroyed the franchise and is not how it used to be. And I truly think that Call of Duty is the number one game on this list that has overstayed its welcome. But please let me know in the comments down below if you agree with my list, what things that should be changed up in the position of the list, or what other games that should be added to the list or you think should be in a list of overstayed welcomes. But I just want to say thank you guys for clicking on the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share to a friend always trying to grow, and as always, keep collecting.